Hey guys, welcome back to AAA Farms. James here. Got a little bit of work we need to do to this foiler here, and then we got a little bit of work we're going to do to the Kubota. Trying to get those ready for the weekend. Mainly the Kubota for the weekend. In a couple of weeks I'm going to have to travel, so my wife's going to need the foiler to be squared away to go feed cows and stuff while I'm gone. All we really got is a flat tire here. No, it's the one on that side on the back. So let's see if we can't get that to stop leaking so that she could be able to use that foiler without having to fill it up with air every single day like I'm in right now. And then we'll go take a look at the Kubota here in a minute. So for my foiler here, I got a 2009 Grizzly 700 from Yamaha. 4-wheel drive, Ducks Unlimited. I bought this one back when it was brand new. As you can see, we have the custom seat thanks to the dogs. Other than that, this foiler is actually in really good condition. We got some 30-inch Gorilla silverbacks on it. Never really been big into mud riding, but I always did a bunch of trail riding where you had to get over things more or less. Obviously, back when I bought this, I was fresh out of high school. I guess what, two years out of high school, something of that nature. It's been a great four-wheeler. I bought it really just to go trail riding, and then we ended up farming, and just luckily it worked out really good. When I bought it, these baskets front and rear actually came with it, and it has the little worn winch on the front. I only had to use that 1 or 2 times, not too big of a deal. However, the issue we got to address today is this tire here has a leak in it. Basically, the tire is this old age and dry rotted and cracked, and there's a little leak. I'm going to try to put some slime in it just to see if we can get it to stop leaking. Hopefully that works, because if not, I'm going to have to replace the tire, and it's like $250. So let's see if we can get this to work. So start putting the slime in. You want to make sure you're out of air in the tire. This is already is. It's leaked down. If you look at the top of the slime here, this lid or this cap, you unscrew it, and then you can actually use that to remove your valve stem.
I can watch this.
Yeah.
I'm watching it. I can I can see your arms.
Huh. I can get it on there.
I don't see no wings.
Yeah, it's coming. Got a little bit of air left in there. Not too big of a deal. Make sure you set that somewhere so you ain't gonna lose it. Set mine on top of the tire right there next to the cap. And then you just let it for your slime. If you buy this, make sure the straw is with it. I've seen some in the store where the straw was missing for whatever reason. You just apply the straw to the top, such as so. Put it on your valve stem, and just apply pressure.
Cool. Basil.
Mm-hmm.
This is cool. I like that.
Let's see, where's our marks at? So you can use the slime for multiple applications. If you look on the bottle, it tells you how much. You can kind of see it right there maybe. There's a bicycle that says 4 ounces. On the side of this bottle, there's marks telling you how much you got in. So far we got 8 ounces in the tire. need 24.
Dad, you ran it out.
You just got a ways before we're out.
But that's the goal.
Let's see where we at. Pretty much at that 20-ounce mark now, looks like. Like now, your birthday party's tomorrow. You can't be getting sick.
Okay.
Okay. So we got 24 ounces. So if you look at the side here, get the focus, you can see those marks. Those marks, basically when you hold this upside down, wherever your level is how much you put in your tire so far. So on this application it's 24 ounces because it's a four-wheeler. You can see four-wheelers are 24, side-by-sides are 24. Your tractors can go from 16 to 32, golf cart 20, trailer 16, so on and so forth. You can use this. They got sizes for cars as well, but you're not going to want to put slime in your car and your car tire and just leave it. You want to use it as a fix and basically make sure you get to the tire shop. On the four-wheeler, not too big of a deal, especially considering this thing never leaves the farm. So now we got all our slime in there. We'll put our valve stem in and get our little cap back on. Such so. And then get our air hose. Our chuck. We're going to air up the tire and take it for a ride. Let that slime move around inside that tire and hopefully it seals up any holes, cracks, or whatever.
Hey, working.
I don't hear any areas on which I normally do, so I think it might have already got to that crack. I'm trying to make sure that crack was towards the bottom. That's why the valve stem's over here. I would figure normally you'd want the valve stem down towards the bottom, but I went ahead, put it over here, make sure that crack was down here, so that basically it got buried in all that slime. So we'll go drive it up and down the driveway real quick and then see if it holds and kind of go from there. Fair warning, I have my rear axle, the boot tore, and the bearings going out on the axle, so you'll hear a lot of clickety clacketing. That's what that is. That's something else I'm going to have to fix eventually, but it's not completely broke yet, so I'm not too worried about it. Like I said, I use it to feed and get around on the farm. Ain't that big a deal. Okay, we got ran that up and down the road. We're gonna go park it over by the shed, and we're gonna go take a look at the tractor, kind of show you what I don't want to look on it, and go from there. So listen to the tire. I don't hear any hissing like there's a leak. Used to, you could hear a hiss. So hopefully it worked out. Well, we'll see. It'll definitely let us know by tomorrow if it's flat or not. So go from there. Let's go take a look at the Kubota. Okay, first thing we got to do is pop this hood open. Gotta pull that guard forward, and then see if this is in the shot. Not really. Y'all come over to the side over here. You see this little spring handle here. Pull that, releases the hood. Put y'all back on the stand. Once we have that popped up, and then just pull the hood up. Okay. Now, I have not ever added refrigerant to the tractor before, so I'm not 100% where to do it at.
I can have tablet
Okay.
and TV.
We don't even need the hood popped open. So on this tractor at least, let's see if I can get y'all up in there better. There you go. You can see it now. Assuming this is the low side. Not sure. Nope, that's the high side. That's way too big to be the low side. So there should be two ports like this. There's a high and a low. The high side is not the side you want to connect with.
Hi, Daddy.
It uses, hey baby, it uses the same connection as a car. Oh, here's the low side here. And I just noticed on this calf there's an L. I would bet on this calf there's a H. Yeah, H. So I don't know if I can get the stand there, but I can definitely show y'all. So on the M7060, come in, you can see your high pretty easily. Your low is right there. So pretty easy to get to. Like I said, I've never messed with this on a tractor before. So I looked it up. R134 is the correct refrigerant for tractors, and for this tractor especially. Double check your tractor just to make sure. But I'm going to show y'all what's going on and why I'm thinking about adding refrigerant. So when I was doing the dirt working video on the tractor that just posted today, which is Friday, September 1st, just posted today. As I was in the tractor, I could tell that my clutch was kicking on and off, which is typically signs of low refrigerant. It'll kick on whenever it feels like it has enough pressure, and then it'll cycle, dropping the pressure, triggering the low pressure switch, and then it cuts off and it just cycles on and off, on and off. And you can definitely tell when the air is blowing. You can feel it get cold, and then it'll just be normal air and then cold and normal air and so on and so forth. So I'm going to turn the tractor on so that y'all can kind of see that, and then we'll hook up our refrigerant and go from there. Watch out, baby.
Can I come in inside?
Well, you don't need to get in there yet.
Okay, I ready to go in here.
Okay, so I let it run for a while and it wasn't cutting on and off like the other day. I no longer think it's a refrigerant issue. I do, however, think this screen could be playing an effect. That's the pre-screen for the coils of the AC unit. As you can tell, it's full of dirt. I didn't think about checking that day I was moving dirt because I just cleaned it out not too long beforehand. But I do believe it was before my wife did all that, all the brush hogging over here. And she did quite a bit, and that stuff was kind of tall. So I'm going to pull this screen out and clean it out, bang it out. I'll probably go blow it out with the air compressor as well to get as much of that dirt as we can out. And then we'll see what happens. So to get this out, you just reach in and pull it forward, as so. And then you can just beat it against the tire. And you can probably see better than I can. I got all that off. We do have a little bit of residue. It looks like it got on to it. So to blow this stuff out, I'm just going to use my little air gun and see if we can't just blow this stuff out. So now we got that all blown out, we'll use our put our pre-screen back on and go from there. So now that we got that all blown out, we got a screen all blown out and cleaned out. Now it's just a matter of snaking this thing back in there. Okay, and that's all there is to it. Other brands absolutely have a better design to that, I think. I feel like the bigger Kubotas also, if I remember right, I think they got like a, I don't know if you want to call it a drawer or a door or whatever, but it slides out to that side, I believe. Where you can just slide that thing out, clean it out, and slide it back in. Versus trying to pull this thing out, which ain't hard, but then putting it back's kind of a pain. Because you never can get this thing to go back in perfect again. You just get it as close as you can. Kind of go from there. Take care of our heat issue or AC issue, whatever you want to call it, issue. Close this thing up. Let's go put out a protein bucket. Alright, you going to get the gate? You gonna go get it or I gotta go get it? I gotta go get it, okay. Don't touch nothing, okay? Brought the youngest range hand with me to get the gates and he didn't want to get the gates. What's up with that? Find us a good little patch of weeds to put this in. And we'll feed cows. Looks like a good patch right there. Definitely see where the grass is finally greening up a little bit. We got quite a bit of rain a few days ago. It was really nice. Alright, let's feed some cows. So this is where we put that protein bucket the first time. Not the one I just put out, but the other one. You can see they got this tilled up really well. They killed all the weeds that were in this area, got uprooted. So I'm hoping they do the same thing over here. Just down some barbed wire out in the middle of the pasture. So as you see here, we kind of got the same nastiest mess, whatever, with all the crud all over, weeds and different things. So we got this protein tub. This is that PPM brand again. Really like it. 24% protein. On top of that, the container actually comes with a lid, It's the only protein bucket I've ever seen that came with a lid, which doesn't seem like a lot, but when even a small operation like mine, we go through those protein buckets in the winter, about one every month, I would think. Right now, they're lasting about 2 weeks, which is not good for my pocketbook. But, you see they got this one licked out, cleaned out and all that. But, what that allows me to do is now I can use these as storage containers, because this is some thick plastic. Used to, I'd use the Rangeland protein buckets. They were pretty good. Did not come with a lid. Like I said, not too big of a deal, but I think it's cool. I got a lot of family members that we give those to, and they'll use them to plant like tomatoes and stuff in, kind of like a raised bed garden, I guess. We used them before as makeshift water troughs. Before we were on this property, the property we were on before, we used them for that. You could use it for kind of out of breath. We could use it for something along the nature of watch out, I don't want to squish you. Anyway, back to what I was saying. We could use it for a water trough for wildlife. I'm a very big deer hunter. I could put that out in my pasture, you know, keep it full of water and all that stuff, as a watering area for deer and other wildlife. But I just don't see the point, because I got this water trough here, and then I add to it, we typically when hunting season comes around, there's no shortage of water. We have very wet falls, winters, and springs. So I got these ruts and everything from the skidders when they clear cut and all that stuff. There's plenty of water out in that area for cows, not cows, deer, and other wildlife animals. Oh, now you're gonna go close the gate. I see how it is. But I'm gonna go help him close this gate. We'll get up to the house and I'll let y'all go. You gonna close it? So we still got 11 of our cows. Concerned that if the hay situation stays like it is, we're gonna have to downsize our herd, which 2 of those are steer that we're gonna send to the butcher. And I might have a buyer on one of those steers to buy the meat after it gets butchered. We'll see how that pans out. I gotta figure out how to cost that out or charge that out, whatever you want to call it. And but I think we still got like another year before both of them are ready, or close to a year. I need to go look at my Excel sheet to figure that out. But they see that protein tub now, you can tell they're going for it. Or maybe they're just going for the feed, I don't know. But they still got plenty of water in the water. We got feed, they still got mineral blocks, and we got a protein bucket, and then they got hay. The weather has cooled off quite a bit. I think it's still in the upper 90s, but man, it feels like fall to us, because it's been 108 and all that good stuff. And we got some rain, so I'm hoping the grass starts to pick up and grow a little bit, and we can get some grass in their bellies before winter hits or fall hits. It'd be really nice not to have to keep feeding hay all the way through winter, or to winter and then through winter. Now that it's starting to cool off, I'm gonna let it cool off a little bit more, but I'm gonna start looking and fencing in this 6 acres. On purpose, I'm not mowing this because I'm letting it all grow up, because there's a lot of stuff out here the cows will eat. So once I get this 6 acres fenced in, which probably will take me a couple of weekends just because of time and kids and all that stuff, but once I get that done, I'll let them in here and they'll be able to eat whatever's growing up, and then whatever they don't eat, I'll brush hog then. We'll feed the soil, and then we'll go from there. Deer season should hit, and then after deer season, this 35 acres, which is that tree line right there, all the way around. So all the way back there to that tree line. There you go, you can see it now, right there. That'd be about another 35 acres of grazing for them to do, with about 5 to 10 acres of woods and areas for them to get in the shade. And there's also, it's not a creek, but there's like a washout that typically holds water down there. So that'd be pretty good for them. So let's get up to the house and we'll do a closing and let y'all go and go from there. All right guys, we made it to the house. So just kind of a recap of today. Put slime in the four-wheeler tire. I just checked it a second ago. Looks like it's still holding up really well. We checked the AC on the tractor. Thought it was going to be an issue as far as freon levels or refrigerant levels. Ended up being just a dirty pre-screen and a dirty coils. Got that all cleaned up out of the way, and it looks good. And we just went and put out a protein bucket and recovered the empty protein bucket. Fed cows. And during that entire time, the AC stayed blowing cold. There was no clicking on and off. So that's always a good thing. And so I just made it back to my truck. We got the lid to the protein bucket we just put out. We got our empty protein bucket. Now we got a storage container for the chicken coop, is where this one's gonna go. I think I'm gonna put all the wood shavings in there to hopefully keep the chickens from constantly laying eggs up there. Where y'all, if y'all watch my shorts, we collect eggs every day, showing y'all where we get the eggs, how many eggs. So hopefully that will stop that issue of them putting eggs up there. Other than that, hope y'all enjoyed today's video. Really hope y'all will like and subscribe if you like this kind of content. Got some brush hogging we're probably gonna do Sunday. Today's Friday. Tomorrow is the youngest one's birthday party. He's turning 5. So we're gonna go swimming at the lake and just have a good old time tomorrow. But Sunday we'll probably be doing some brush hogging, and maybe Monday as well on Labor Day. We'll see how it all pans out. Other than that, please like and subscribe, and y'all have a great day.